Hey boos, time for another review. In the last 30 years, if you have not tried to see The Witches of Eastwick, I'm sorry, this is a spoiler-filled review, baby. So as I sit here, I'm trying to gather my thoughts on this because I rewatched this movie and it stood the test of fucking time and it is most prominent in today's society. Not that it ever wasn't, but with all the red pill shit going on right now in the world, oh my God, it's so poignant. So the premise of this movie is these three women here, they're friends in a small town, very homogenized town, but they all have their separate stories. So Alexandra, which is Cher, she's like artistic. She's a single mother. Her husband passed away. She has a lot of desires that she would like to fulfill. And Susan Sarandon in the center plays Jane. She is a single woman that was divorced because her husband was an asshole. No. She was divorced because she couldn't have children. She's also the music teacher at the local school. I don't know if it's a all grade school. The town is really small. And then lastly, we have Michelle Pfeiffer, and she plays Sookie. This woman's husband, I thought Susan Sarandon's husband was a. Sookie's husband left her. You say, why would Sookie's husband leave her? Sookie's husband left her because she had too many kids that he impregnated her with. You say, how many kids? 6, bitch. 6. He upped and left 6 kids and a wife. So they're all sitting around having drinks, eating cheese in a can on Ritz crackers and what have you. And they're talking about men, and they're trying to figure out why they're talking about men when they've had such disastrous experiences with them in the past. So they get to, fantasizing about the type of man they were looking for. What would be, what would culminate the perfect man? So as they, just spew things into the void, the void is listening, baby. The void is always listening. It's called the universe. And part of that universe is something diabolical. Enter Jack Nicholson. And he plays the character, I think his name is Daryl. Anyway, he comes into their lives and fulfills them and seduces them one by one and give them everything that they said they wanted. He also taps into what are their greatest fears. And then he later uses them against them, just like a man. I say that lightly. My husband ain't like that. That should go without being said. We know it's not all men, but it's always a man, right? But lo and behold, he acts as if he's a feminist ally and lets them know that, this world is not good enough for them and women are the architects of everything great and yada, until they decide they need to take a break. And then he let his true motherfucking feelings show. They gotta pay. But eventually the ladies harness their power and take their power back. And they do that motherfucker the dozens. Do you hear me? Yes. So in the end, they all have babies. They live together in this beautiful mansion. And then they just live in their power and their glory and their fullness that, life in this small town would not allow them to be. So in some ways, Jack's character was needed, but then, put him out with the trash because he did the biggest flip of all. So you can go over to YouTube right now and watch The Witches of Eastwick on YouTube. I pay for it, so no commercials. But what a lot of people don't know is this was a novel, The Witches of Eastwick, and then there's a second book. Is it not the Housewives of Eastwick? Look it up, baby. I'll probably put the pictures on the side. I don't know. And here's a scene, an awesome scene that Jack Nicholson played, talking about, women and men that should be heard and recognized, even though he was a fucking traitor by the end.
Good question. You see, brains. The answer is no. I don't believe it. Good for the